Merci beaucoup. Hello everyone, I hope you're doing good. I'm MsTruffles, obscure speedrun enthusiast, and today I'm gonna run Ecco Junior for the Genesis. The Ecco the Dolphin franchise is a pretty well-known franchise from the Sega era on Genesis and Dreamcast mostly. And you're controlling a dolphin in a pretty difficult games actually. This game is kind of a spin-off, which is a game made for parents to play with their children. So casually it's pretty easy to finish, but it's still pretty technical in a speedrun perspective. And this is why I really like this game. With me on commentary, I have Mug. How are you doing?
I'm wonderful. I'm so excited. This game does look easy, but there clearly is a lot to be done to optimize it. And it is quite a fast-paced run, so I'm happy to be here helping you out.
Yeah, it's very fast-paced actually, and you will see the pretty unique movements that are also a characteristic of other Ecco games. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna press A, B, and C to open what is named the parents option. This is an additional menu, so you can change some options and stuff. By the way, there are facts about dolphins in this menu. I'm not gonna read any of them, but since we already had some animal facts on the previous round, we can continue with that with some dolphin facts. If you have to say some of them in the donations, that would be amazing. I'm gonna run on the normal difficulty. There is easy, normal, and hard. Normal is I think 22 levels. The only thing that will change is the amount of levels you will have in each difficulty. You won't have any more difficulty increase. Easy is 2 shows for a marathon. Normal is the best option for sure, and hard for now I haven't run it yet, and sadly it adds some rather boring level like OhHeyItsKara, so I think normal is the best choice. Before starting, there was a bid war for choosing the character. On the right you have Tara, on the left you have Tara, on the right Kidney, and in the middle Ecco. So what is the result of the bid war?
You are going to be playing as Tara, who sniped it at the last minutes.
Yeah, because Kidney was winning when I was last checking. So
yeah, Tara just barely squeaked it out.
So yeah, thank you so much for the donations. And I'm gonna start the round. If you're ready, in 3, 2, 1, go. So most of the missions that you will see will be like this one. Or the mentor already teleported. You have to rescue your friend or just find them in levels, and that's gonna be the main missions. This one it's pretty simple, but already at the beginning of this round will be the Aquamaze, which is a much more technical level, and Mug will talk about this one.
I sure will. So basically, as she was explaining, in each level you have to complete a little task before you can collect the big crystal at the end. And in this level, she's going to need to hit each of these smaller crystals with the sonar before she can get the crystal at the end. This one's kind of tough because you can't sonar too far away, because if you miss, there's a cooldown, so you will lose some time. But if you get too close to the items and bump into them, it can really tank your momentum. So she's doing some very precise routing here to make sure she can kind of try to hit all these crystals while still optimizing her movement. So it's a pretty tight routing, and boy is there a lot of crystals. This is a pretty tough second level right off the bat, but it looks like you pulled that off super smoothly.
I had some issues with some crystals on the beginning, but at the end it was better. And yeah, you were talking about the momentum in this game. When you bonk on the walls, you will lose all your momentum. So the best thing you can do is not hitting walls, of course, and keep your momentum, but it's also pretty hard to conserve it because you're going very fast. Like on other animal mascot on the same on the same console. On this level, we'll meet a seal, and we have to bring their ball to it, and I will try to hit it by precisely position myself. And there you go.
That was a beautiful yeet.
Yes, this is pretty hard to do. Basically, I have to position, when I'm dropping out of the water, I have to position myself like the ball behind the jaws of the dolphin, of the orca, and that's actually pretty precise. Actually missed where I had to go there. This level is one of the easiest one. Still, I'm bonking everywhere because that's so easy to bonk everywhere in this game. But that's still fine. This is actually one of the simpler level in this game. And it's coming in normal difficulty for some reason. So this is Sea of Music, and this is one of the longest levels in the game. You see that I can enter some rings. I have to place them here. I have 5 to get, and I have to explore the entire level to get them. I missed this one. It's pretty tough to get fast. I'm gonna try to do a jump here. And at the end of the level, I will have to enter the 5 rings I've brought to this place. And since this level is long, this is a good time for first donations. You have, I would say, 2 at least. So go on.
You got it. We have got $25 from Liz, who says, was having a stressful day when I realized Frame Vitals was on. Watching always makes me feel like I'm hanging out with friends. Thank you for this week and for supporting the National Women's Law Center. Thank you so much. Glad to help ease some stress. Got $5 from Omega Falf, who says less than 3. Heart, 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 heart. Of many different colors.
Thank you.
$25 from Knox. No comment. Thank you so much. Sorry, go ahead.
All good. Just like that, in just one donation read, the ocean tag level comes and goes. It's so short.
Yeah, we will have time to talk about this type of level later. They will
Right.
come back. For now, this is Fish Caves, and this is the orangey level in the game because you have to place the fishes in those caves on the left and the right of the level, and the fishes are placed randomly at the beginning of the level and also moving erratically. And already they are posing me a bit of trouble. What you want is to try to regroup them in a group of 4 at best. The best I had was 4. Right now they are, as I said, giving me a bit of an issue. Usually I'm going to the left, then the right, then the left, but I have to go back to the right again. So that's pretty unfortunate. And I think I'm going to go to the left again because this one is placed better for that. This level, when you're trying to get a PB, it can make or destroy a PB attempt. Next one is one, I would say, escort mission. This is Turtle Islands. You'll have a little baby turtle coming here. Okay, first try. I think I've found a setup to get the turtle in my mouth, and you have to bring it to its mother.
That is like my favorite level. I think the baby turtle is so cute.
Yeah, it was pretty trolly sometimes, to be honest, because sometimes it was escaping the mouth for some reason. But I think I found a good setup now. In this level, you have to find 5 swordfishes. One thing I haven't talked about is camera flips. Sometimes when validating a fish or some stuff like that, I'm trying to change the direction I'm facing, so there will be less lag, and sometimes I can even move quicker than usual. Here I'm gonna despawn the seaweed, which is, you're supposed to wait for the swordfish to cut the seaweeds, but by doing left and right like this, you can make them despawn, and sometimes you can be lucky and make two despawning. I think this is a good time to talk about the tag levels, even though I just finished the second one very quickly.
You did it so perfectly. Those tag levels are very straightforward in concept. All you have to do is tag your friend, one of the other dolphins, and then just get to that crystal at the end of the level before they can tag you back. It's very straightforward in theory, but sometimes your friends can just totally like teleport. They have like NPC buffs, so you have to be very careful, especially in the latter two tag levels. But luckily, you were able to pull that one off super smoothly, and we'll just hope you have the same luck in the next one.
Yeah, there will be one last. I have specific setups to hopefully have a good line to not get tagged, but I can lose 30 or even 1 minute sometime if I'm extremely unlucky. This is another pretty straightforward level. There are stonefishes in the wall, and this is another one of the simpler one. Once you know the timings and the route, it's very easy. It can be tricky when you're playing it for the first time because they are very well hidden, but as you could see, it was pretty straightforward. And this will be the last tag level, so hopefully it will be alright. I will tag Kidney here, go a little bit on the right, and there we go.
Perfect.
If I'm going too fast down, usually that's a problem. I can be tagged back. And this is probably the trickiest level in the game.
I got this. Up here is Vince of Pearl. Basically, there's lots of clams or oysters or whatever hidden everywhere, and she's got to find only the ones that have pearls in them. Some of them are empty. Of course, we know which ones are which, so she's pulling the only out of bounds in this category here in this level. It's very easy to accidentally slip back in bounds in some of these tighter parts, so she's having to be careful, but it looks like we're doing
I took it
quite
safely,
well.
and so I didn't went back in bounds. That's the worst thing that can happen. If I go back in bounds at the very end or when validating the last pearl, that's not a huge problem. It's the problem of the third and the fourth one. I went down too fast there. This is another escort mission. You have to escort this seahorse to its
First
parents.
try.
Yeah, I found a setup actually which worked pretty well in practice later.
Do you find the positioning is
today.
any easier or difficult between which character you play as? They're shaped mostly the same.
Actually, there is no difference. For a good amount of time, the original runners of this game thought that Tara was slower, but it's actually not the case. They are just skins, basically.
Nice. This is another one of those ring collecting levels, yeah. So
this is the longest level in the game and one of the trickiest one because you're bonking everywhere. So this will be a great time for other donations while I'm focusing on trying to not bonk too much.
You got it. I want to shout out some love for our anonymous donators who are really coming through. We've got $10 from Anonymous. And then we've also got $10 from Anonymous. On top of that, we have $10 from Anonymous. So thank you to all of the anonymous donators out there so much.
yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, Anonymous, for so many donations.
What makes this type of level so long compared to the other kinds is instead of just like collecting all the rings and then going to the end, it's like just tagging the ring isn't enough. You have to collect it, then bring it to the area where all the rings go, and then go find the next one and then bring it back. And then once you found them all, you have to go back again and then successfully swim through all of them, which is not as easy as it looks. And only then can you finally go to the crystal at the end of the level.
Yeah, and sometimes it's not registering them when you're going in all 5 of them. So far, the game has been kind. There we go.
Nice.
It's been a long time since I've been trolled by this bot. Thankfully, I've been kind. Went a little bit too far there. That was a pretty solid level overall, and we are gonna see the last real level in the game. You have to find your friends there. There will be a little bit of RNG at the end because you have to wait until they appear on screen to validate the crystal. Oh, it didn't shoot the sonar for some reason. There we go.
The gang's all here.
And if you're wondering what we are looking for, we will meet a blue whale named Big Blue on the next level, which will be the real last. You have to sonar it, and time will come when it will be at the surface, and I will shoot it with the sonar. I will tell you. It's pretty soon, in a few seconds, and time. There you go.
GG!
Oh my god, my RNG on Fish Caves was pretty horrendous. If I didn't add such a bad RNG, maybe it would have been sub 12. Hopefully someday I will get it on Marathon. But overall it was fairly solid, no big mistake. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about what I was able to showcase today.
Yeah, that was such a great run. Thank you, MsTruffles.
Yeah, thank you for the GGs in chat. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to learn this run, there is a community Discord for the Ecco the Dolphin speedrunning community. You can find it on SRC on whatever Ecco the Dolphin page you're looking for. It's a very welcoming community. There have been some development on another Ecco game recently, the one on Dreamcast and PS2. So if you're looking for this kind of runs, and Ecco Junior, for instance, which is a great introduction to this franchise, go for it. Few shoutouts before I end my commentary. Shoutouts to my community, my girlfriend, and my friends to supporting me in this speedrunning adventure. Shoutouts to Mug for helping me with commentary. It's a pretty hard run to commentate alone, so it was great to have you with me today.
It was my pleasure, and bon travail for a very successful run. You've gotten me into probably playing it myself after this.
I'm really glad, because this is a pretty great game, actually. Pretty chill, pretty fun. If you want to see other obscure speedruns, you can follow me on twitch.tv/MsTruffles. I mostly do indie games, but I'm doing some retro games sometimes, like this one. And to be honest, I will love to run this game more, because I'm really digging it more and discovering new stuff to optimize the run. And one last thing, I will be back on Thursday for my second run of the marathon. So I hope I will see you on Thursday. That's it for me. Keep donating. Good luck to the other runners, and enjoy the rest of the marathon. Bye bye.